Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back, and if you are a new subscriber, hi, my name is Manuel_V, and today I have a very exciting video and highly requested. I am doing my morning skincare routine. I did go on my Instagram and ask people if they wanted one dedicated video to my skincare that's super long and I'll be explaining everything, or do they want me to break it in two where I do my morning and my nighttime skincare routine, and you guys voted for two, so that's what we're doing today. We're starting with the morning skincare routine, which is super simple. My morning skincare routine is super simple. It is cleansing, I think toning. I put a mask if I'm not going anywhere or I'm in the house and I just want to waste time, and moisturizing, and super important, my SPF. So I'll be taking you through and just telling you bits and pieces of my skincare journey, because this is the first time I do my skincare on my video, and just what I've been struggling with and why I started a skincare journey #routine. I will break up my stories into, I will focus on some for this video and will focus on the other ones for my very long, extensive, intense nighttime skincare routine. So before we even start, I wanted to tell you guys what type of skin I have. For the longest time I've had super dry, flaky skin, and I never understood, because I don't have acne prone skin. Even though I do breakouts, I don't have like heavy acne breakouts. I just have like rashes, usually in summer, but I can solve them very quickly. I finally paid attention to my skin and learned that I have dry skin. So I was focusing a lot on my dry skin, but I was not aware that I have both dry and dehydrated skin. So the reason why I say I have dehydrated skin is because if you come closer and look, this was my problem. This was my problem area in high school. My skin would be super dry, and I have fine lines all over my face, and it's not natural for someone who's 25 to have fine lines. I also have them here. So I thought maybe I am aging prematurely, but I did some research and I found out that I have dehydrated skin, and you can actually treat dehydrated skin. So obviously my solutions was like, I'm probably gonna get Botox in the next year or two just to solve this, because it bothers me. But I didn't know that when you have fine lines like this, you can actually treat them and hydrate your skin. So that is my skin and what I've been dealing with. And obviously I think a lot of women of color, or black women or brown women, have the same issue, which is hyperpigmentation. Hyperpigmentation, I got these bits like on the side of my face. I got them when I was pregnant. I did get very pale, but had this when I was pregnant, and then around my mouth, which is very common, around my nose, especially here because I have sinuses, and going into my eyes. So that's where I struggle the most with hyperpigmentation. My nose is very textured. I have a very textured nose. For the longest time I thought they were blackheads, but they're not. Like, I press them till I start bruising and they're just not blackheads. My nose is just textured. And obviously to deal with things like texture on your skin, you need AHAs, which is exfoliants, and exfoliants are very good for people with dry skin, which is something that I use a lot. I will take you through that in my nighttime skin routine, because that's when I exfoliate. I don't exfoliate during the day. And what else? Oh, I'm very dry also around my lips. Most of the time if you watch my videos, you can notice that there's like buildup of skin here. This is also my problem area. So with further ado, let's start. So in terms of cleansers, I have two cleansers. One is from La Roche-Posay, and La Roche-Posay, you can find it at Discam. I've never seen it in Clinique. I don't know. That's the only place I usually find it, at Discam. And I have this Age Well. This is a foaming cleanser, and this is a cream cleanser. This is the Age Well Dual Action cream cleanser. So the reason why I have 2 cleansers, not everyone needs 2 cleansers. I think you can just buy one. I just like skincare and I'm a skincare junkie, but I have 2. This one is mostly for pigmentation, but it's a foaming cleanser. And if you have dry skin, you shouldn't only be using a foaming cleanser because it will obviously strip the oils off your skin. This cleanser is very similar to the Cetaphil cleanser. I used Cetaphil for the longest time, but I just got bored of it and I was just like, do I really want to use this cleanser again? And I was like, no, let me just try something new, and I tried this one. But today we're going to be using the Roche-Posay Pigment Clear just to target my hyperpigmentation. So I use the 60-second rule on rubbing on my cleanser on my face. Please don't forget behind your ears, ladies, please. So as you can see, the more you put in water, you're obviously not going to see me reaching out to my tap because my tap is in a very awkward place and I can't really foam. So I'm reaching out for my tap. The cleanser does foam up, but it's not like a very heavy foam. It doesn't leave my skin stripped, but like I feel like if I use it every day, I'll be doing too much. So that's basically what I do when it comes to cleansing. This is also this is the only oily spot on my skin, which is very normal, I think. I'm just gonna rinse this off and then come back. So while my skin is still damp and I have time to speak, I just wanted to point out something. The temperature of the water that you use to rinse your skin is very important. I love hot, like almost burning my skin off, shower water, and I thought that was the right thing to do when washing my face, but apparently it's not right to wash your face with hot water. So it's better to wash with lukewarm or almost going to cold water, because what I've noticed that every time I used to wash my face with like super hot water, my face would be red, and I used to be like, oh no, it cools down after a few minutes, I wouldn't be bothered. But it turns out that if your skin is red, it means that your skin is inflamed. And if your skin keeps on being inflamed, that's where hyperpigmentation stems from. Obviously, we know that the sun is the main cause of hyperpigmentation, but also washing your face with super hot water is bad for your skin. Let me just pat my face dry and then we'll get to toning. Also, as you notice, I'm not like rough and yanking my skin. Like, I know growing up they used to make us believe like scrubbing your skin is actually going to remove the acne. That's just causing more damage, more wrinkles to your skin. So I don't do that. And also, if you notice, I do use a terry cloth, face cloth, a Vaslap. The reason why I use these because I prefer them versus using anything else. I know a lot of people will use like tissue and stuff, but make sure if you use this, make sure that you swap them quarterly. But yeah, just make sure you change it. Or if you don't have like time or the money to change it, my mom taught me a trick when I was growing up, is that you take your face cloth, you put it inside boiling water, like I mean super boiling water, and while it's boiling you put a little bit of bleach and your face wash and let it boil. So what that does is it basically cleans your cloth, if that makes sense. It cleans and takes out all the bacteria and all the buildup, because if you use a cloth for too long, you notice that it becomes like very sticky and very gummy. That's just a whole lot of buildup and dirt. Wash it or throw it away. And you must also make sure that you put your cloth outside so that it gets hit by the sun and it dries, so that you don't always use like a damp wet cloth that has bacteria and all of that. That is my 2 cents on cloths. My skin is a bit dry. Let me just tone quickly before my skin dries out. but I use this Clinique Moisture Surge face spray. I'm a big fan of Clinique, guys. If you don't know, I hate when my skincare is scented and like it just has too much in it, and I find that Clinique is very minimalistic. They don't smell, they don't have like very strong scents, they hardly actually have scents. So I love Clinique, but I obviously don't use the whole range. There are things that I use, but not everything. But how I tone, I use a spray to tone, and the reason why I use the spray to tone, I have another way of toning, but it's not with the cotton discs or the cotton pads. I don't do that. I don't. It's irritating for my skin, and the friction on your skin, like playing DJ on your face, is just, for me, it does not work, because I find that it's just irritating for my skin. It does nothing for my skin. So I usually apply my toners. I don't try taking out dirt or clean my face with the toner, if that makes sense. And also, guys, please stay away from heavily alcohol based toners. Don't do it. It's bad for your skin. Now I go ham, hey, like I just love the feeling of my skin being moisturized, and then not moisturized but hydrated. Hydrated, not moisturized. And then I will either go on to a moisturizer if I have somewhere to go and I need to do stuff, or I will go in with a mask. But I'm gonna go into a mask because I have nothing to do. So I've been currently using these Garnier Skincare Active Moisture Bomb Tissue Mask. They are hydrating and they have hyaluronic acid, and the reason why I usually lean towards masks that are hyaluronic acid based, it's because I did tell you that I have dry skin, and having dry skin means that you constantly need to hydrate your skin, and also it's dehydrated, so I constantly need to hydrate my skin. And hyaluronic acid is a very good active if you need to hydrate your skin. These are very affordable. I think you can get them at Discount or at Clicks. I'm not like these, I've used these for like a few weeks now. I actually really love them. I genuinely love them because they leave my skin supple, hydrated for the longest time, like until I get to the night or I'm removing my makeup. So also I wanted to mention, this is the base prior me applying makeup on a daily basis. So I'm gonna put on my sheet mask, and also I don't use, sorry guys, and also I don't use clay masks. I have one peeling off mask that I usually use around my nose, but it's a hydrating peeling off mask. I do not like clay masks. They do nothing for my skin. They just leave me irritated and dry. So I don't use any clay masks. But if you have acne and you have very oily skin, you obviously should lean into using clay masks. But for me, they don't do anything for me, so I don't play around with clay masks. So I'm gonna put on my mask. So I'm gonna leave this on for 15 minutes, then I'll come back. 15 minutes has passed and I am removing my mask. I know a lot of people always feel like the excess product that's left on your skin needs to be washed away. This is a big mistake a lot of people, I've seen a lot of people do. And if you didn't know, usually sheet masks are just like a tissue shaped in your face and just drenched in serum. So instead of washing it off, you can just rub the serum across your neck, your face. Oh, there's a lot. You know, just unless if the package does say rinse it off. And then I'll go into moisturizer, and the moisturizer that I use during the day is this Drops of Light from the Body Shop. You can find this at Clicks, I think. You can also find it at Clicks. But oh my god, the packaging is so expensive. It has like a glass tub and it's just a white, very thick, but it also feels like it's a water-based cream. And if you didn't know, this Drops of Light range from the Body Shop, it basically is a brightening cream that helps with hyperpigmentation. So I feel like if you have issues with hyperpigmentation, you must look into this range from the Body Shop. It's called Drops of Light. And then after that, I'm going to go into my very important. You can actually skip moisturizing if you feel like this is a lot of product on your face, and you can go straight to sunscreen or SPF. I've been using Nivea SPFs, but that are for the face, not body ones, the ones that are dedicated to the face. And I'm using this anti-aging, anti-pigment, zero white residue sunscreen. I really love the sunscreen, guys. I love it so much. It doesn't leave that white grayish residue on your face after you apply it. It also is very oily, and I generally like what the sunscreen does for my face. Sunscreen is super important, guys. Like, this has to be the one step that I've implemented and I've had and carried out throughout my skincare journey for the longest time. It has helped me a lot, guys. Putting on sunscreen on your face is like, we're not even having this conversation. It's not a debate. Put on sunscreen on your face. Even if you're not going anywhere, even if you're just gonna go get your parcels from the gate, put on your sunscreen. It is important. When I say it's important, and also reapplying your sunscreen is as important as putting it on. So if you spend a lot of time in the sun, just make sure, if you feel like, okay, no, now I need to put on sunscreen again or reapply, as much as you reapply your hand lotion, also reapply your sunscreen. And from there on, let me stop complaining, and we are done. Basically, this is how my skin looks. So I will usually put on my makeup. If I'm putting on my makeup, this is my makeup base. I'll just put a primer on top. But if I'm not going anywhere, or I don't feel like putting on makeup, this is how I look. I look like a grease ball, but I like it. I'll also put on some lip stuff. I'm using this Discam Lip Therapy. I know you guys know it like by now that I use this. This is the jojoba flavored or scented one. I really like it. And if I'm feeling like it, I'll go again with my face spray and just put it on just to calm my skin down. Literally love. This is not important and this does nothing for you, but I just like the feeling. And that is literally my skincare routine. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye.